What's good, my people? I'm Aaron, and this is the Imperial Property Channel. I'm a rent-to-rent specialist, but after today, that may have to change. Follow me today a trip through London on a training course with one of the UK's top property developers and see how my day went and what I learned. I've also got an exclusive interview at the end of the video, so stay locked in. I'm here today in the beautiful city of London for Ste Hamilton's Property Training Accelerator course. It's at the Doubletree Hilton at London Bridge. It's currently 8 o'clock. Just got off the bus and I'm headed for a quick pit stop before I make my way to the training course. So right now I'm walking through Bethnal Green. I have come to see a family member before I go to this Property Accelerator training course. And yeah, anytime I'm ever in the city, I've always got to come and stop by and see this person. This channel is dedicated to bringing you value in all shapes and sizes. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out. So we just completed Steve's Property Accelerator course today. I'm with Roy. And these guys I met today, done a little bit of networking, we've had some talks, we've learned a little bit from each other. Basically, guys, what do you feel today you learned from Steve and his course?
Well, the first thing I actually understood that never buy at auction. Always pre-order.
All right, good one. That's a good one.
What I learned today was the hidden costs of bridging loan, because sometimes on social media they say, oh, it's very easy and it's very quick, but they don't tell you that you have to pay for the bridging loan solicitor as well. And today Steve taught me that, so that was great.
Sick. Lovely little nugget there from Steve. G'd up, absolute golden nuggets. And what, the ticket was only 11 quid for us to come down?
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
Oh, you can't even buy this stuff off the internet, no? Come on. Big up
Social
Steve.
media will be faking stuff, a lot of stuff.
Do you boys want to plug your socials whilst we're here?
That's EMU118.
Wicked.
On Instagram.
ROY_ROYCE10.
Wicked.
See you.
Bless up.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much.
So I'm here today at the training course, Steve's Property Accelerator. I'm here with Joni and Charlie. They're rent-to-serviced accommodation.
Yeah.
And they do their thing. Been talking to them today. They surely know what they're talking about. I've heard a couple people try to chat some rubbish to me before, but these guys, they're the real deal. So what did you guys take away from today and Steve's training course?
Yeah, it was good to get a different perspective. We've been on other training courses, and it was good to have some different perspective up on stage and talk about how his journey went from deal sourcing, flipping, to BRR, to HMOs, to commercial development, and how he would advise us to go through that journey. That's kind of the journey we're already on. We started in rent to rent for cash flow, but now we're shifting our focus to deal sourcing, so it's exactly what we're trying to do.
Scaling up, branching out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Love it. What did you take away from today?
I think it was really nice to hear a bit of the myth busting.
I enjoyed that myself,
he
yeah.
spoke about. So there's so much stuff on social media. There's so much content that, you know, what do you believe? It can be really hard to figure out what to know you should trust and what you shouldn't trust. And I think when you get to listen to people like Ste Hamilton talk about what he's actually doing in real life, and being able to then get that understanding of what might be, you know, BS on social media and what might be true, I really enjoyed that and found value in that.
I think with Ste as well, he's very upfront, he's very open. You see a lot of what he does on a day-to-day basis, whether it's the weekly, whether it's the daily, whether it's shorts, whether it's Instagram content. Like, you kind of know he's actually about what he talks about.
Definitely.
Do you guys want to plug any social medias that you got going?
Yeah, so it's at roaming_residences. It's our logo. Find us on there. I'm happy to help in any way we can.
Happy to chat everything property.
All right, wicked. Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.
All the best. What's good, people? Just finished the Accelerator training course here today with Ste, the big man himself. Had a really good day, learned quite a few new things. When I started here today, I was doing rent to rent, but after having a conversation with this gent and hearing what he had to say, I'm probably going to go in a different direction. Appreciate today. Thank you very much. Killed it. A fountain of knowledge, loads of experience, always bringing the best you can to the course and all the rest of it. And for probably next to nothing, I'm not trying to take the piss, but £11 is not much.
No.
People spend more on cigarettes, tobacco,
£11.
alcohol, and all the rest of it. So to come get knowledge, network, meet a bunch of people, I appreciate it for setting something like this up.
Thank you for me.
Just a couple of questions before I chip. Today, you said a few things that I found interesting that I think would make for an interesting ask for yourself on camera. So you spoke about rent to rent quickly. You were quite blunt about it, and you said it was a waste of time. Can you just explain to me why you personally think it's a waste of time?
So I'm, as you probably gathered today, not the biggest fan of it.
And the thing is, I'm actually taking on your advice. I'm not trying to go against it or say it's wrong or anything. I just found it interesting, and I feel like it'd be something interesting to share.
Yeah, so my take on rent to rent is very simple. I think that a lot of people use it to get out of their 9 to 5, and maybe that works in the small world. But what happens is people will go into rent to rent, and to replace an income, you need what, £2,000?
But average, yeah.
Apparently, 2 rent to rents can get you that, or 1 rent to rent. I don't know the ins and
Not
outs
for my
of it.
calculations, maybe a few more, but yeah.
So let's say you do rent to rent, and from your calculations, you need 4. Okay? To get 4 rent to rents, you've got to outlay anything between 5 and 15 grand per one for rent and fixtures and fittings.
Yeah.
So your outlay is going to be between 20 and 60k. Then you've got to put all the time and effort into it. Everyone goes, once you build systems, it's passive income. But then everybody I speak to in rent to rent tells me it's never been passive.
Because they've got to graft their ass.
Because they've got to do a lot.
Yeah.
And I always look at time versus money. So the amount of time that you've put into building your rent to rent business, say 18 months. The 18 months to get you to £2,000 a month that you have gone out and done and spent all that time in, you ain't learnt shit about property development in 18 months. Whereas if you got into deal sourcing and you put a week effort into it, 1 week of learning, and then you went out trying to learn it, you sold a deal for £3,000 in the first month. You are out of your 9 till 5 technically, but you're learning a skill set that goes into property development. So this rent to rent dream that I keep seeing on social media, I know these guys who are saying that they're earning 30, 40, 50, 60 grand, and most of them are on payment plans with me to join my university.
It's crazy.
So how are you on social media telling people you're earning 30, 40, 50, 60 grand?
Genuinely, I enjoy when I'm met with either like a quote or some new information that I'm not able to work my way around. So when you said to me earlier on, or the room earlier on, there is no movable
Knowledge.
Not knowledge. You said there's no skills that you can no transferable skills from rent to rent into property development. I sat there for a good 5 minutes and zoned out in my head and tried thinking of some, and I couldn't think of a single one.
Well, the only one people ever use as an argument is negotiation.
Yeah.
To get negotiation to securing a rent to rent from a landlord.
Yeah.
Still not really a transferable skill.
It's not going to do It's not going to do
No.
it.
You're not learning how to buy or refurb or develop or speak to architects or get GDV and values. You've got no transferable skills whatsoever. And you spend 18 months Well, 18 months of your life just means another 18 months towards your dead.
Yeah.
So I don't get it.
I really enjoyed that piece of information. It might not have meant nothing to a lot of other people, but for me personally, it just really resonated, and I appreciate that. So thanks for that. Social housing, big old myth,
Yes.
or is it true?
No, it's a big old myth. I proved it in the whole room. There are certain levels of social housing, but the basic level of social housing that LHA rates, you can go on the Gov UK website and see what they
We
pay.
did it live earlier.
Live, and with a what was it, Wembley? I think someone
Yeah,
picked
yeah.
925 for a 3-bed. Go on Rightmove looking at a 3-bed semi-detached house. They're going for 1,800 to 2.5 grand. And social housing is very low, long-term
You have
strategy.
to find that unicorn of the deal to make it really, really well.
Yeah, I'm a supported living guy, which is completely different from social housing.
And final and last one, if you were to start a day from scratch with the information and knowledge you know, where would you go and what would you do? How would you get cracking?
Deal sourcing and social media.
Boom. Appreciate it, big man.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks to everyone that took part in the video today. Enough love and respect. All links associated with this video will be posted in the description. Thanks for locking in, people. Peace.